Well, Vinicius Junior's agents in London. Big story in here onto what we call the Rokani Media Football. Good morning. First video of the day coming in through here from Rokani Media Football Studios. Then we do have a story of KDB to Inter Miami. Is it true or not? Lastly, Bernardo Silva having something to say about Jose Mourinho and playing under his new coach known as Jose Felix Mourinho. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as don't miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is the name and the voice that you're obviously hearing in here for you. Man behind the camera to see to it that he brings you your latest news and information as far as everything is really concerned. Now, as it stands, the side of Arsenal and Vinicius Junior looks like it's getting tense. And yesterday night, I climaxed with a video of Real Madrid's fee they want, if they are to sell Vinicius Junior to the club of Arsenal. They want 150 million euros. Have you heard? 150 million euros. And many of you have gone ahead to come out and really put out your reactions in the comment section below, and I'm really gladdened. But as I told you that, I want to obviously come in here as we've gone ahead to hit a new milestone in as far as our subscribers are really concerned. And as we speak right now, we are having 29,800 and 24 subscribers, meaning that we are 76 subscribers away from hitting 29,900. I tell you, by the end of this week, we have to hit 30,000 subscribers onto this channel known as the Rokani Media Football. Now, on Instagram yesterday, the president of Rock Nation Sports International, Michael Yomak, was traveling to London, and this is what he went ahead to obviously show us. You know, are you seeing it very well? That is what he put out on his Instagram, right? And he said that London, here we come. Let's go. Now, if you're good at adding up dots, such things cannot happen abruptly. We all noted it that yesterday, that's when Vinicius Junior went ahead to obviously arrive at the training ground of a side known as Real Madrid. Now, as he was touching down Real Madrid, the president of Rock Nation was traveling to London. We all know why Vini is back at Real Madrid. One, he has a contract with Real Madrid running until 2027, 30th June. Then Vinicius Junior also has the mandate to speak to the board of Real Madrid onto his new contract terms. Now, as he's traveling to the side of, as he really touched down Real Madrid and did the needful, his bosses that act as his agents, you know, were in London and are still in London. And he was at the Rock Nation Sports headquarters in London. You understand, that is Michael Yockman, you know. So when he's there, he's obviously trying to do the needful, you know. And he's like, I'm back on the road. And he says, big things are happening. I wish I could really Mike Yockman, in there for you, is the president of the agency that runs Vinicius Junior's image rights, brands, and so on and so on. So if he's in London, obviously he's in London to meet obviously Josh Kroenke, because Stanley Kroenke went ahead to hand over everything to his son. And his son has gone ahead to do him good, because in the first 2 years of his son being there, I think he's the co-chairman, Arsenal has gone ahead to play in the Champions League final. and they've gone ahead to win the league, something they hadn't gone ahead to do 2 decades plus. So the agency was in London. Sorry, the president of the agency of Vinicius Jr. was in London, not by mistake. He was there to talk to Arsenal. I tell you, that is it. That is it. He might have gone ahead to obviously get other engagements in London, but one of the main reasons for him to be coming in London was him to obviously come up and really put in a very huge shift in there for you. And that is what we are calling the agency of Vinicius Jr. So they had to engage Arsenal because they knew to it that Madrid was also going to be engaging Vinicius Jr. And they also have to sit down with the side of Vini. So he might have gone ahead to come to confirm the stains of Arsenal on Vinicius Jr. such that when they head to Spain to speak to Real Madrid, they exactly know what Arsenal has on the table and what they are willing to obviously give away or give. You understand? So that is Vinicius Jr. for you. His agents are in London, and you know what it means to be in London. It's not by coincidence that Vini arrived yesterday at Real Madrid, and also the agents of Vinicius Jr. went ahead to fly to London. You understand? Many meetings happen and we don't know about them. But after this deal goes through or doesn't go through, they will tell us the truth why this guy was in London. But here onto the Rokani Media Football, we are here to let you know that he was in London for a purpose. And I do believe that one of the purposes there were Vini. And if you are the agent, you need to obviously go ahead and really look out for the best of your client. And you come out in London and see how things are really happening. And it might be his regular visits. We cannot obviously say that 100% he came in for Vini, but why is he coming in through the day Vini arrives at Real Madrid? There is something that we need to obviously get out our magnifying glasses or telescopes and obviously look at it from the angle where the ordinary person will obviously look at it from. So let's leave it at that. Proceeding to Real Madrid, Bernardo Silva yesterday went ahead to train with Real Madrid, and he said, I can't wait to start working and learning from Jose Mourinho. I'm very happy because he's a coach who means a lot to Portuguese football. We've watched his teams a lot since I was little, and he's always put Portugal's name at the highest level. So Bernardo Silva just can't wait to work with Jose Mourinho. You understand? And he's one of those players where you ask, he's one of those players that are going to be very integral into the system of Jose Mourinho, especially on how he wants to play. I've gone ahead to read reports after the game of Fiorentina. Reports are indicating that the reason as to why Trent was not playing as this traditional right back was because Jose Mourinho wanted him to invert in the midfield to see to it that he really has numbers in the midfield to see to it that he moves that ball around. And when you're having Bernardo, you are having a guy who always has the ball glued to his foot. He rarely loses the ball, and you can use him to obviously build anything you want. From the deep lying areas of the midfield to the mid lying areas of the midfield and to the final third. So in all the 3/3 of the pitch, you need Bernardo Silva, and he's going to be integral into the system of Jose Mourinho. And I tell you, he's not going to be a bench player. And this is where we'll obviously have to ask ourselves, where is Jose Mourinho going to play him? Is he going to play him in the double pivot? Because we've seen him play the double pivot at Man City. And if at all you can play double pivot in the Premier League, that means you can play a double pivot anywhere, because the intensity needed in the Premier League to play in the double pivot, I tell you, is really crazy in there for you. And Mourinho also has a chance of really bringing in Rodri, and they know each other very well, so they might find themselves partnering with Rodri in the double pivot of Real Madrid, with Jude Bellingham playing as a number 10 ahead of them. I think Adagola right forward, Diomande left forward, and Kylian Mbappe leading the line. So I think I don't see that Valverde is starting most of the games with Bernardo Silva is there, because what he brings onto the pitch, none of those players can obviously bring it. So that's what makes him special in there for you, and that is Bernardo Silva for you. So he just can't wait to play for Jose Mourinho, and he's going to praise him for really raising the name of Portugal high always. I tell you, he's right. I think in this modern day era, apart from Cristiano Ronaldo, if there is another name that has been on the scene for a very long period of time, because he made his name when he was at FC Porto, when they knocked out Manchester United in the Champions League. Then 2024, 2025, he started managing Chelsea, and he was really a man who went on to really make history. Won the Premier League for Chelsea. I think had spent, 30 years without winning it. They went ahead to win it, and I think it was their first Premier League title. Leave alone the others they won before the name was changed to the Premier League. In there for you. From there, he went to Real Madrid. He went to Inter Milan. He has managed Man United. He has managed Benfica. He has managed AS Roma. You understand? Has he managed, is it Fenerbahce? So he has been a journeyman in this and loves his job. And to say to it that at this level, Real Madrid are still looking at him to obviously come and really make things work again. It shows you that there is something special that he has as a manager. And he's also using this chance to use the likes of the Bernardos to take him to where he believes he wants to be in there. And all he needs is to win. The moment he wins trophies for Real Madrid, they'll keep him there for some time. But if he fails to win trophies for Real, they'll obviously give him a sack. From there, let's go to Mundo Deportivo, reporting yesterday about Kevin De Bruyne. They told us that Inter Miami have renewed their interest in Kevin De Bruyne, and the Belgian midfielder now views a move to the MLS more favorably. Inter Miami wants to pair him with Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Casemiro, and Rodrigo Di Paul. Now, when I first read about this story, I was like, Messi is going to score 60 goals in a season or 70 at that age, because Kevin De Bruyne has made every forward he has played behind look better. Even Rasmus Højlund, who was really suffocated at Man United, before he really got injured, I'm talking about Kevin De Bruyne at Napoli, you know how Rasmus Højlund was firing up all cylinders because of how good this guy was really giving him the balls. So, as it stands right now, Fabrizio Romano has come up and obviously cleared the air on this. He has said, Inter Miami are not negotiating for Kevin De Bruyne, despite reports. Same for Juan Fernando Quintero. So, Inter Miami are not negotiating for this player, and they don't need his services. You understand? But I think for this season, they might not be. But I think after this season, they might be doing something. And maybe behind the doors, they want to take him for 2027, 2028, not 2026, 2027. And Kevin De Bruyne sees himself as a player, I think, who still has a lot to do with the game in there for you. So, thank you guys for watching me through. Your thoughts on Vinicius Jr.'s agents in London are welcome in the comment section below. What do you think they're doing in London? My mind tells me they're working on this deal of Vinicius Jr. That is it. Bernardo Silva, can't waiting to obviously work under Jose Mourinho. What do you make about it? And lastly, Kevin De Bruyne to Inter Miami, not a deal that will happen. I'm out. Bye-bye.